Everything we saw in the rookie door came out in spades. The understanding, the clarity, the ability to execute was brilliant. All crossing staff and the voice we talked about was communication out there. Awesome was. And what we saw was a group that was tough, we were hard, and we defended our asses off. Alright, and that's the start of the perception from last week into this week. Alright, that's just the one club mentality.
Following Melbourne's second hit out of 2020, the players break into groups to begin their Monday review, analysing all aspects of the practice match against North Melbourne.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, look, guys look like having enormous fun. You know what the possession tally was?
North Melbourne 290, Melbourne 230.
You were having fun. What am I getting at?
Don't touch the narrative as much.
Don't touch the narrative. Just got to perform your role. You guys are having a hoot at three-quarter time. 3 goals forward, no score in the third quarter. You come in and hitting each other. Mate, probably about 2 touches each. It was brilliant, boys. It was actually really pleasant to see, because I reckon that's when you start seeing a team evolve, is that they're comfortable just playing their role. And it was just awesome.
Before you sit down, whether you played or didn't play, on the back of what Goody said about why you enjoyed the game, I want you to go and write down 1, 2, 3 team first actions that you loved from one of the guys that were out there. All right, can be anything. Can be any team first action you saw.
After I came to the midfield in the second half, so I tried to split Jim and Sparrow up, but the two of them together, the way they communicated, and that was something I really sort of noticed once I got in there and had a bit more to do with them, so that was impressive.
It's good recognition for you two young boys. I know you've been doing a lot right over the summer, but you're from Gussish, you know, like it goes. Close, you were watching, what did you like?
Yeah, it's still all, I think all 3 mids in there, guys looking after each other. And there was a bit of a scrap in the third.
Start of the third.
One of them, they all came in and helped each other out. I loved it.
I think it's really important you guys recognise each other. Ultimately, you're out there together. Just so to stop and think about it and recognise it amongst each other is vitally important.
I'm just going to show these 2 or 3 clips. And boys, this is all reinforcement, all right? This is stuff, and we've shown this 2 or 3 weeks in a row. It's not a bad thing, because we keep going from strength to strength with it. You need to understand how it's helping the team, and a lot of these actions, all right, it's got nothing to do with touching the ball. We're well connected. It's brilliant. Are you really clear on that? What that looks like for us? So this is a behaviour. All right, so this has been a real positive over the summer, and we continue to keep reinforcing this stuff, but keep doing it, because we're getting really, really good results. Really, really good results. All right, well done, boys. Good stuff. Fellas, I'll get you to stay behind. Just got some stuff I want to show you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, boy.
2 and 1.
I'm going to show you 2 or 3 clips here. All right, which tells me one thing that you're learning. All right. And the other thing is that how it's helping the team function, why it's really important. And this has been the really big learning for you. So where you are? Yep. Okay, so take a mark. So get up in line with the ball. Yep. So your challenge now is to try and get up in front of there. Yep. Time to go now, isn't it? Yep. Time to go fast? Yep. Big tick. Good boy. Next one. This has been a really big improvement, mate. Really big growth improvement for you. Alright. So even though you don't touch the ball, is it helping us defend? That's what it looks like for you, mate. Okay, so keep doing it, son. Okay, so you've got a really clear understanding. I'm watching your game now, I'm watching your footy, and you have a really clear understanding, and this is making your role, you know, and your game look a whole lot better, and there's not many gaps at the moment, is there? Keep going. All right, it's not very often, mate, when the coach gives you a pump up like that. should smile because it's a good sign, isn't it? Yeah. Good work.
While Kasai Pickett is still learning the ropes at AFL level, he has some great mentors to lean on around the club. None more so than uncle and teammate Neville Jetta.
What you see first is definitely not who he is. His personality is real bubbly, real cheeky. Yeah, he's definitely one who's, once you get to know, pretty confident young fella who's just enjoying life. Seeing sort of how he's evolving from the first time he walked through the club, being pretty quiet, not saying a lot, to now he's dancing in the change rooms and dancing in the gym and just enjoying his time at the footy club and being around his teammates. Having Cozzy live with us probably 2 weeks before Christmas and then 2 weeks post-Christmas was great. He got along really well with Nalani and Kyrie. They loved having him there. It's almost like having a big brother in the house. He looked after them and played with them and used to go out the back and just enjoy their company. So I think it worked really well to have him and sort of settle him in for the first few weeks at the footy club.
Dada.
Yes. Who's that?
It's Dada.
Yeah, can you put in the bin, please? This is going to take a long time. Living with him, obviously, on the camp, it was interesting seeing his little habits that he has around the house and time that he wakes up. So I think on the vision, we had to leave at 6:30 and he woke up 6:25 trying to eat breakfast. So those little things, we're just trying to help him be able to create elite standards.
Righto, Cozzy's up here having breakfast. What do you got for us, Coz?
Wheat mix. 4 wheat mix.
4 wheat bix.
Yeah.
What are you putting in at the moment?
Salt.
Salt?
No.
You ready for big day?
Yeah, I'm ready. Always ready.
Always ready. Righto. First time coming up to Maroochydore?
Yeah, first time up in Maroochydore.
Yep.
Good weather up here.
Good weather?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about being up in Maroochydore?
I think the match sims,
Match.
training here.
Match simulation?
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah. How you think you're playing your role at the moment?
I think I'm doing it pretty well, I guess. Coaches say I'm doing it pretty well, and but there's still a little I need to work on, but yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
To be able to see what he can bring to our footy club and our footy team is exciting, but we really want to make sure that the small things are done really well, and those small things will allow him to do the other stuff that everyone loves to see.
See ya.
With round one fast approaching, Simon Goodwin gathers the players to vote on the club's leadership structure for the season ahead.
We need 3 guys who can actually be the heads of the footy club and drive our footy club forward. And I want you to think about when you're voting that this is a leader that role models all that. Role models all that. Someone that's prepared to go and help others. Right? Someone that's going to inspire you in the games and that you want to get in behind. And someone that you know is going to be there when it's tough. They stand up in the moment. They communicate in a way that keeps us calm, keeps us organised, and keeps pushing our club forward. It's not a mate's vote. So be really clear on that. You'll vote, coaches will vote. We're done. We'll make a decision on the back of that.
Take one. Spread out if you like. Give a chance you to go.
A week after the votes were cast, the entire football department meets in the theaterette to learn who will lead the club in 2020.
Thanks for coming. Obviously, it's an exciting day when you get to roll out your leadership for season 220. Obviously, you guys voted last week, and that vote was great. We had 10 guys that got votes. So it shows you there's a real big collective that's starting to build within the footy club. In terms of what the leadership model will be, I've spoken to you that there's an expectation that you all lead in your own way. And to back that up, our leadership model is going to be really simple. We'll have a captain and a vice captain. That's it. So the expectation is that everyone plays their role in leadership. Right, so our captain for 220 will be Maxi Gone. Obviously the day will be, about celebrating Max, and we want it to be that way. It's a great honour, Maxie, to skipper a footy club, and not one man will drive this footy club forward. It'll be a collective. Right? As it is with coaching, as it is with management, as it is with the board, CEO, it's everyone building a strong footy club. For Vin, okay, he'll be disappointed. Captaining a footy club is a great honour. 35 of you boys valued him. 35. That's a big portion of the group value his leadership. He wants to be the most effective leader for you. And nothing is going to change. He walked into the footy club with one thing, to make this club great. That's all he's ever wanted. All right? But what he's going to need from you to be the most effective leader that he wants to be, he's going to need your feedback. All right? But he is all in. He is right behind Max. He's right behind every single one of you. All right? So, Vin, for that, I thank you, mate. Well done. All right?
I'm not going to tell you I wanted it from day one. I always wanted to lead this club. I always wanted to be a leader. I'm a leader just through my personality and to get some votes from the boys. And I've got some votes the last couple of years, but to get a few more this year and then to put their faith in me, it is exciting. There's a lot of pre-season hype. Every team has pre-season hype. I'd love to be the next Melbourne captain who is able to hold the cup up, but there's a fair bit of water to go under the bridge to get there. It's a process, and that's the way I'll look at it. I'll look at it as much as this is a cliche, but it's not a cliche, it's truth. It's moment by moment. It's literally play by play. You cannot look ahead and you cannot look behind. You have to look at play by play, and hopefully I can get that in myself, and then I can get that into the broader group as well. I've got a really strong relationship with Jack, and we are a little bit different. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, then we do see eye to eye. We play differently, we're different type players. We go home and do different things, but when we come to wanting this club to be great, we're exactly similar. So I feel like that's the partnership that's going to work really well. And when he got voted in to be captain 2 years ago, he pointed me out straight away and said, Max, me and you are going to be the two that are going to take this club forward, and the overall goal is to win a flag, to build this group to play consistent finals, and that's what me and him will try and get the group doing.
Since the day the boys got back, it's been all about work, and we haven't shied away from that. We know a key characteristic of being a good team is being really hard working, and that's being about being prepared physically but also mentally for what the game's going to demand from you. So yeah, it's been tough. Right across the football department, we've just come to work every day to get better and improve it. And I think we've had
a really strong preparation with still plenty of work to do. Our coaches have really been strong on how we want the game to look. Our playing group has got an enormous amount of talent. They've got an enormous amount of will to be successful. They're enjoying their footy and we can't wait for the season to start.